Hi guys, welcome to the Golden Cruiser. I'm Cindy, and today we're going to be talking about 6 cruise and travel scams. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about 6 scams that are going around now, some that have been going around for a while, and the last one I'm going to talk about actually happened to me. So grab your drink and your favorite snack, sit back and relax, and let's talk about cruising. Number 1, Booking.com nightmare. Now you book a hotel through booking.com, and then a few days before your check-in, you get an email that looks like it's actually from booking.com stating there was a problem with your credit card authorization and they need to verify your payment information immediately or your reservation will be canceled. The email will have your actual name on it, your check-in date, name of the hotel, exact price you paid, and the room type. The message has a link that says verify your payment. Click here. So if you click to the website, it will look exactly like booking.com with their logo, same layout, same colors, even a little security badge at the bottom stating, it's legitimately booking.com. So people believe they're actually on that website. Now, one of the people that got this that I heard about, their wife said, why are you clicking on that? Just call the hotel directly and ask them if there is a problem. We're going to be there in a couple of days, so call them. So they called the hotel, and the hotel confirmed there was nothing wrong. Their payment had gone through. Everything was okay. Well, somebody had hacked in to booking.com by sending phishing emails disguised as guests and making inquiries. And then once they were in there, they got in their system and they had access to everything: guest names, booking dates, prices, and credit card info. Then they use booking.com's actual messaging system to send alerts to customers telling them of this. So never click on these messages. If you do, and then they're asking for your information and getting your information and then stealing thousands of dollars from your credit cards. So if you get anything like this, call the hotel directly. Don't call the phone number in the message because that is a fake number in there. Just call the hotel directly. Look up their exact phone number and call them. Also turn on two-factor authentication through booking.com's account. You can set that up so that they have to ask you two various things to get into their website, which is a safe thing to do. It won't stop the company from being hacked into, but it puts another layer of protection to your personal info. So make sure and do that. Number 2, which I heard is going around now, is the Nassau beauty shop trap. Now, this has happened to many people on cruises that went into Nassau cruise ports. What happens is you get offered a free facial in a shop. So people are out there, standing out there saying, come on over to my shop, I'll give you a free facial. You don't have to pay anything. And then you think, well, why not? So they take you to this back little shop and they're giving you a free facial and they start serving you drinks and more alcohol. The drinks are free too. And then you start feeling a little dizzy. People reported feeling like they've been drugged. And then they're very high pressured into buying products in the shop. Now, at this point, you feel like you just need to purchase something to get out of there and stuff. You give them your credit card and it ends up being charged for thousands of dollars. People did report that they felt drugged, and this has been reported down there. And I know the authorities are looking into this because this has been happening a lot. So be careful. If anyone in any port is offering you anything free and come back to their shop, just don't do it. Just keep going and be safe. Number 3, the fake hotel and airport Wi-Fi scam. Now, criminals set up fake Wi-Fi networks in places like airports or hotels. It will look just like the airport's Wi-Fi, but may have a slightly different name. Like maybe it's airport free Wi-Fi, and they add an S saying airports free Wi-Fi to it, and you don't really notice the difference. When you connect, you're asked to log in with your email or social media, and it looks real, but scammers can then hack into your account They have your email, your social media, and steal your information. This also can happen in hotel rooms, so be careful of that. Never connect to public Wi-Fi with anything involving money or passwords. So if you need to check anything financial, like your bank accounts, don't check into a public place like that looking for your bank information. Use your phone's cellular data instead. And if you must use public Wi-Fi, use a VPN to block that out. It encrypts your connection so the hackers can't see what you are doing. Also look very carefully at the Wi-Fi network's name. One wrong letter or an extra character can mean it's fake. So the best thing to do is ask a hotel or airport employee what is the exact correct Wi-Fi that I would log into so that you can be safe. Number 4 is the taxi credit card malfunction scheme. Now be careful taking a taxi. Now this is usually out of the country taxis, and you want to use like your credit card, and they'll say the credit card machine is not working, we need cash only. Now you may not have been aware of this, so you don't have cash or you don't have the amount of cash. They tell you this once they get you to your destination. Now, so what they'll do is they'll offer to drive you to an ATM to get money out. It's not really a broken machine. It's a trick to have you pay in cash, and then they'll overcharge you with a bad exchange rate, or they'll take you to an ATM so they can see your PIN number, or they have a skimming device put in these ATMs, which people do all over America too. I got a lot with that working in the bank. It's a little device they'll stick usually in freestanding ATMs, or gas stations used to have these a lot. And then when you put your credit card in there, debit card, whatever it is, they have all your information from your card stolen onto this skimming device, which they come back later and take. Or these crooks will also take you to far, far out ATMs and perhaps rob you and leave you there. Now, if you're at the airport, if they've taken you to the airport and they insist that they take you to a machine to get money, tell them that you will file a complaint with the airport taxi authorities if they can't process your credit cards. 9 times out of 10, their machine will suddenly start working. Their machines really work. They're just trying to rip you off. So be very careful of that. Ask before you get in that taxi. Will you take a credit card? Are your machines working? And make sure of what your fare is before you go. Number 5, another scam that's happening is an Airbnb deposit scam. Now, how this scam works is you book a stay at an Airbnb, then you get a message from the host on their messaging system, and the host says that the Airbnb processing system is having issues processing your payment and suggests that you pay outside of their platform in order to secure your reservation and avoid fees. The host also offers a small discount if you pay them directly through money transfer platforms like Zelle. You will sometimes think you're communicating directly to the host because it looks like the Airbnb site. But what is happening is crooks are creating fake Airbnb and Vrbo property accounts with fake profiles and getting people to pay them directly, and then they're gone. There was one person that booked one of these, and the host, demanded they pay a different way or they were going to lose their reservation. So they went and sent them a payment through Venmo or Zelle. And then they tried to contact the host later. That was gone. It was a fake property, no host. They collected all these money and funds from people, and then they were gone. So make sure you never, if you're booking a rental property, book only through the platform. Do not book through places like Venmo, Zelle, or wire transfers, not through cryptocurrency. No matter what excuse they give you, even if they say, we'll give you a discount if you do it through here, the moment you pay outside into these other platforms, you lose all your protection and you've lost your money. So if this happens, report them immediately and find a different property. So just be careful with that. And then the last one is a scam that actually happened to me. This is the Google search customer service number. Now, I was wanting to call Royal Caribbean, our last cruise or a couple cruises before, to see about how much it would cost me to upgrade to a different room. So I Googled Royal Caribbean customer service, and it popped up. The first thing, Royal Caribbean's customer service with their logo looked like everything with Royal Caribbean. So I called the phone number. Now, when I called them, I told them I wanted to see about an upgrade, that I had an existing booking, and they asked me my name. I gave them my name. They said, "Oh, here's the booking number." They gave me the booking number. They gave me the names of my son and granddaughter who were cruising with me. They gave me where we were cruising to, the ship we were on, and everything. Then they said, "You cannot do any upgrades or make any changes till you pay port and tax fees that you have not paid yet." And I said, "What do you mean? This is paid off. I paid this off months ago." And they said, "No, no, you owe like, I don't know, it was like 600 and some dollars or something." And I said, "No, there's no way. I don't owe that." And they kept pushing me, pushing me. "You're going to lose this cruise. You're not going to be able to go on it. You're not going to get the money you paid back if you don't pay these port and taxes." And I took my credit card out of my wallet and I was going to pay them. And then I just thought something is not right. And so while I was on the phone, I went over to my email and I looked up my booking paperwork, and it showed that I had paid port tax fees, everything, and my balance was zero. So I knew something was going on. So I just hung up the phone. I went back on the phone. I went to the actual Royal Caribbean website, not Googling the phone number for them, which popped up and was not them, was a fake company that created this phone number. I called the real Royal Caribbean. They told me, "No, you don't owe any money. It's all paid for." I told them about this scam. They knew about it. Other people had complained about it. It really made me upset. And so then I got to thinking that when they answered the phone, they didn't answer Royal Caribbean, they answered customer service. And so I called back. I was really mad. I called back and they answered the phone, customer service. And I said, "Customer service for what cruise line?" And they kind of paused, got real quiet, because I had been calling Royal Caribbean. And then they said, "Carnival," kind of with a question mark. So I knew they were doing this scam with all the cruise ships. Um, so just be careful when you're doing that. Go to the actual websites. They're going in there and they're creating these fake platform numbers, and they're paying to get them put at the top so that the Google will put them at the top and put their phone number first. It will pop out of there first when you do the Google search. So just be real careful of that. Don't Google search any phone number. Go to the actual website, and don't go to the website that says sponsored. Usually that one will pop up first, and then usually there's a one right below it that will say like Princess Cruise, Royal Caribbean. It will be their actual website. Go into that site and then look for the phone number in there. Legit cruise lines will email you if they need any additional charges. They will not be calling you. They will not just leave it where you owe money and not tell you about it until you call them. That's not going to happen. So I know this has happened to many people. I almost fell for this, and I should know better because I worked in the fraud department in a bank for so many years, and I know of all these frauds. But just be careful of that. So there you have it, some of the current scams going around. There's a lot of other ones too. Just be careful when you're in ports. I know of one where they will switch something you bought. So you bought something, one person bought a really nice handbag, and then they took it in the back to wrap it up. Well, when they got back to the cruise ship and opened it up, it was not the handbag they purchased. It was a cheap little bag. So they're doing that too with face creams and stuff. You're buying this expensive face cream, and then when you get back to your cruise ship and open it, it is something entirely different and cheap. So make sure they're wrapping whatever you bought in front of you. Make sure you see that or open it before you leave, because I know that's happening a lot also. So just be careful of that. Let me know if anything's ever happened to you, if you've been scammed by any of these places. It's easy to be scammed, but you just have to watch out and follow your instincts and really think about it. So I want to thank you for stopping by today. If you liked my video, please give it a thumbs up. please consider subscribing to my channel. It really does help me a lot. So thanks again for stopping by, and I hope to see you again on the Golden Cruiser. Bye for now and have a wonderful day.